Started.
Act like you like it, John.
All right, folks, welcome to another President Trump live stream. This time, President Trump is going to be delivering a speech at the send-off event for the USNS Comfort. The Comfort is heading over to New York, so make sure you guys join us live here at Golden State Times for President Trump's speech. All we ask for, folks, if you guys can please share the live stream on social media and also click the thumbs up button because it helps us out immensely. So if you want to help out Golden State Times, folks, that's the best way to do it is by sharing it on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Gab, on Reddit, on any of those social media sites. It helps us immensely. Hopefully you guys can help us out, but it will help us out immensely if you guys share the live stream on social media. Thank you so much once again for choosing Golden State Times as your stream of choice. We hope that you guys share the live stream. We hope that you guys share the live stream on social media and click the thumbs up button as we await President Trump to deliver a speech at the USNS Comfort as it makes his way to New York. So if you guys share the live stream on Twitter, we'll give you guys a quick shout out as a thank you for your support. And also don't forget, folks, to click the thumbs up button And President Trump should be coming out soon to deliver his speech at the USNS Comfort. I just want to let you guys know that we're gonna be in and out, meaning you're gonna see a black screen, then you're gonna see the actual footage, then you're gonna see a black screen. We're just making sure that everything is working out correctly. So you guys might see a black screen ever so often until President Trump comes out. And the reason we do that is to make sure that everything is running smoothly and everything is running good. So once again, all we ask for, if you can please share the live stream on social media. That's it. That's all we ask for, folks. It's 100% free. It's 100% hassle free. So if you'd like to help out the channel, the best way to do it is by sharing this live stream on social media, clicking the thumbs up button, and letting us know what you guys think in the comment section below about this event. And also, don't forget, just say hello, and even saying hello in the chat helps us out immensely. So don't be shy. We all want to get as much information as we possibly can as we await for President Trump at the USNS Comfort. All right, folks. So I would like to give a big thank you to everyone that is sharing the live stream on social media. That's all we ask for here at Golden State Times. That's it. Nothing else, folks. It's 100% free, 100% hassle-free. All you have to do is just copy and paste the link of this live stream to Twitter, Facebook, Gab, Reddit, Parler, whatever social media you have. If you don't have any social media, then send it through email. If you don't have an email, send it through Proton Mail. However you can get it out there. If you're off the grid or whatever, then send it out however you can. That's all we ask for, folks. We don't ask for much. I hope that's not much asking from our viewers, if you guys can please share the live stream. But do know that we appreciate it very much for your consideration in sharing it. And that's the reason why we give shout outs on Twitter. Because we want to make sure that we show you that we are appreciative here at Golden State Times of your help. You're the only reason why we stay alive, folks. You're the only reason why we stay alive here on YouTube. So thank you so much to Karen220 for your support in sharing the live stream on social media. We also have Mr. Rocker Vlogs, and we have Reverend Wolfheim. Thank you so much for sharing the live stream. We also have Delta Air. Thank you so much for your support. And we also have Carolyn Hulson. Thank you so much for sharing the live stream. Once again, folks, USNS Comfort. President Trump about to deliver his speech. As a send-off, like President Trump says, I'm going to go over there and kiss it goodbye. That's what he said at the press briefing. I found that so hilarious. But he's on his way. And President Trump is set to deliver his speech very, very soon. And we want to give a big thank you to Expose Z-Wolf. Thank you so much for your support. Once again, you guys will see a black screen ever so often go on and off. Just making sure everything is perfect. Making sure that everything is good. We want to give you guys the best experience ever. Because to these events, you are our +1. You are our guest to these events. And we want to give you guys the best experience possible. So make sure you guys please share the live stream on social media. And click the thumbs up button. President Trump spoke from the White House before departure, before he got onto Marine One. He spoke and talked about quarantining New York because it's a hotspot. And other places too, not just New York. He's not just picking on New York, or actually not picking, but he's not focusing mostly on New York. He is focusing on other hotspots around the country too. So he said those should also go into quarantine if they can't control it. If it can't be controlled, then they need to go into quarantine, which means no travel in or out of those places. Full quarantine for those hotspots, folks. So if you guys missed that speech, if you guys missed that video we uploaded earlier, then make sure you guys check it out whenever you can. It helps us out a lot when you guys tune in. You know, just like TV, if there's nobody tunes in, it goes away. So we want to make sure that the videos that we put out and the content that we put out is good. That way you will be interested in checking it out. You'll be interested in learning about what's going on. Thank you so much to Chris Packer. Thank you so much for your support in sharing the live stream. We also have Texan for Trump, and we have Julie Stool, and we have William Murphy, and we have Susan Hines. Thank you so much for sharing the live stream on social media. Let's see here. We also have Laura Scott. Laura Scott, thank you so much for your support in sharing the live stream. And LaRoss26, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. Once again, we are awaiting President Trump as he makes his way to the USNS Comfort. And again, as you guys can see, wait, hold on. Give us a second, folks. The footage will be back on your screen in just a second. Give us a second. All right, folks, so we got another angle here. USNS Comfort. We even have the hot mic on this on the USNS Comfort, folks. The hot mic. Everybody loves the hot mic at our press briefings, and that's awesome because we have to keep people accountable, folks. At the press briefings, we have to keep people accountable. Now, I just want to let everyone know something that I haven't really said on microphone ever. Here at Golden State Times, we are not the mainstream media. We don't want to be the mainstream media. Hell, we don't even want to associate ourselves with the mainstream media. Because they're liars. They don't report the news. They manufacture news. Just today, President Trump put out a bunch of tweets talking about the exact same thing. The news media, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox News, CNN, everybody that's on TV. Mockingbird media, folks. They do not report the news. They manufacture news. They say anonymous sources. Nobody in the White House speaks to them other than if they request an interview. No low-level official, high-level official, mid-level official ever speaks to these people in private, ever. Any communication that the press secretary has with the mainstream media is always one-on-one. And it's always by scheduling. It's always by having an appointment with them. Any other communication that comes from the press secretary always goes through the pool. Which means that the press secretary writes an email and mass sends it to all the big networks and all the associated networks and all small networks too. We get what's it called? Press Secretary Grissom's emails all the time. That's how we're able to put information on Twitter, where we put all of our information first before anywhere else. So if you want to get up to the second information on everything that is going on, follow us on Twitter at Gold State Times. We couldn't get golden, so we had to settle with Gold, G-O-L-D, State Times. So if you want to stay up to date on everything, follow us on Twitter at Gold State Times. So this is another angle, folks. We had the other angle before, now we have this one. And we even have the hot mic on the USNS Comfort. But President Trump should be coming out very soon. We want to give a big thank you to Lady Augusta in Montana. Thank you so much for your support. And once again, we do not want to be like the mainstream media. We do not want to be the mainstream media. We don't even want to be friends with the mainstream media if you don't treat us correctly. We'll give them respect when they deserve it, and not a minute earlier. So if you want to support the free press, if you want to support alternative media, then make sure you guys share this live stream on social media. Make sure you tell your friends about it. It's like, hey, you know what? I saw this awesome channel on YouTube that covers the president fairly and completely wherever he goes, no matter where in the world he is, no matter where he's traveling to. This channel, Golden State Times, covers them completely without any censors, interruptions, bobbleheads telling you what to think, none of that stuff. Just pure raw footage. So if you would like to help out Golden State Times, that's the best way to do it. Sharing the live stream, giving it a thumbs up, saying hello in the chat. Don't be shy. And President Trump should be coming out very soon. This is live footage from where the USNS Comfort is docked. And President Trump should be coming out very soon as the ship heads to New York. Yesterday, the USNS Mercy, it docked in Los Angeles, in San Pedro, Los Angeles. Gavin Newsom was doing a press conference yesterday. He was talking about, what they're going to use it for. And a lot of people don't know. Coronavirus patients, well, for the Comfort, they're not really going to be inside the ship. The ship is mainly going to be used for all of the other issues that people have. Either it will be heart condition patients, or gunshot wound patients, or sick patients that has nothing to do with corona. Those are the ones that are going to go onto the ship. Those are the patients that are going to be taken care of in the Comfort and in the Mercy, according to reports. So that's what they're saying. Coronavirus patients are going to stay in the hospitals all around New York, all around LA. The Comfort is just going to be there as backup for all of the other patients that can't be seen at their regular hospitals. Just in case you are wondering what kind of patients they're going to put in the Comfort and in the Mercy, that is what they're planning to do. Now, that could change at any time, but as of right now, that is what is intended for. So let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. Click the thumbs up button, and I'll see you in the chat. So a lot of patriots in the chat are saying that these are prison ships. Now, is there truth to that? I have no idea. I never been inside of it. I never been inside the Comfort. I never been inside the Mercy. So I do not know. All I know is based on what has been said so far. Now, if you do have any background information regarding the Comfort or the Mercy, where there is something recorded that it has been used as a prison ship, then let us know. Enlighten us. But make sure it's not fake news, please. We want to make sure that the information that we talk about has something on record. And yeah, but like I said, the Comfort and the Mercy are both going to be used for patients that cannot be seen at the regular hospitals because they have been flooded with coronavirus patients. Now, the Comfort is set to depart or to leave today as the ship heads to New York. The Mercy docked yesterday in San Pedro, Los Angeles, and is ready to go. So, President Trump should be coming out very, very soon. Click the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. All right, folks. So look, something that I wanted to bring up yesterday, and I'm going to bring it up because I believe it's fair. A lot of people are promoting someone else's channel on the chat. Now, the same people that are promoting other people on the chat, I hope that you guys promote Golden State Times too, because it's only fair. So if you guys are going to come here and promote some other random person's channel, I really hope that you guys in some other chats are like, hey, Golden State Times is awesome. You guys should go and check them out, because it's only fair. So I'm not going to censor anybody. You guys can promote whatever channel you want, but I just want people that are promoting someone else's channel, some random person's channel, to also be fair and say in other chat rooms, be like, hey, Golden State Times is awesome. Golden State Times is cool. You guys should also check them out. Just be fair. That's all I ask for. That's all I ask. And by the way, there is no linking to other, putting websites or anything like that. YouTube is very, very strict about that. So make sure you guys don't put any links. You can put the name of channels. You can put whatever you want. But don't put the links to it, because YouTube will time you out. And if you do it a second time, YouTube will ban you. So Just giving you guys a heads up. Don't put any website links in the chat. Because one, I don't think it'll even let you. And two, YouTube will take you off. Not me, YouTube. So, thank you so much. All right, folks, so I'd like to give a big thank you here to Cluit. I hope I said that right. Cluit. If I didn't say it right, I apologize. Really, I'm very, very sorry. But thank you so much for your support through Super Chat. Also, Lady Augusta in Montana, thank you so much for your support through Super Chat. All of those Super Chats helps us stay in operation here on YouTube, especially our website. Our website is the one that we are working very hard on, folks. We're working extremely hard on our website because we don't want to rely on YouTube. As you guys know, YouTube is extremely left-leaning. YouTube is extremely, they love to censor and demote and blacklist and shadow ban. So we want to stay away from YouTube as much as possible, and that's the reason we're putting so much work and so much emphasis on our website, goldenstatetimes.com. Our main goal down the road is to move all of our live streams, move all of our content onto our website, where we stream from there, where we will upload videos from there, where we will upload articles and news and breaking news and scoops and information and PDFs, all that good stuff, even behind the scenes pictures of all these events, everything onto our website. One place so people can just go there and they'll have everything in one place instead of being YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and blah, blah, blah. You know, we want to put everything onto our website. So right now our website has breaking news, scoops and articles and all kinds of stuff on there. If you want to check it out, goldenstatetimes.com. We also upload the president's daily schedule for the next day. So if you want to see what President Trump is going to be up to Sunday or Monday or Tuesday, the day before, we upload the president's schedule with the links to our live streams if there is a speech like this one, or if there's a press conference like the ones from coronavirus. All that stuff, all that gets put onto the president's schedule. We link everything onto the schedule, and we work off of that. And we upload it every single night. The night before, President Trump's schedule goes up. So if you're interested, goldenstatetimes.com. Again, that's www.goldenstatetimes.com. All right, thank you so much to Joseph. Thank you so much, Joseph, for your support through Super Chat. And Joseph says, thank you, GST, for being fair and honest news network in a time when so many are not. We appreciate your hard work. Well, thank you so much for the kind words. And, you know, we tried very hard. We tried very, very hard. Now, I heard there's a rumor out there that the censors have been lifted from Google, that the censors have been lifted from Twitter, that the censors have been lifted from YouTube. But they forgot to whitelist us. That's the way it looks here on YouTube. They forgot about us, folks, because we're still massively censored, especially on YouTube. Twitter is getting a little bit better, I'll admit. Google's getting a little bit better, I admit, but YouTube is just really bad. It's extremely bad. If they did lift the censors off of YouTube, they completely forgot about us. Or they packed us in the group with the fake news. A lot of people were saying, oh, it's because it says Golden State Times. It's because it, you know, it represents California. Well, some people need to be in the lion's den, folks. Sometimes you need to be inside where the problem is in order to fix it from the inside. And that is what we're doing here at Golden State Times. Believe it or not, we are in one of the most liberal places in California. Santa Monica, California. One of the most liberal cities you can possibly believe here in California, other than LA and San Francisco and other places, Silicon Valley and stuff like that. But Santa Monica, California ranks really high up there, folks. It ranks really high. And sometimes you just need to be in the middle of what the bad thing. You know, you need to be in the middle of it. You need to fight from the inside sometimes, because fighting from the outside is cool, but fighting from the inside is even better. And we're trying to make California great again, folks, but, you know, we need help. I cannot do it alone. And that's why I always tell our viewers, please help us by sharing the live stream, telling people about us. That's why I need help. I cannot do everything on my own. So, thank you so much to everyone that is supporting us. Now, thank you so much to 782 Gear for your support and sharing on Super Chat. Also, Josh, thank you so much, Josh. Atkinson, thank you so much for your support and sharing and supporting us through Super Chat. Fisk Smith, thank you so much for your support through Super Chat. I'll be back on the microphone to give shout outs whoever is sharing the live stream on Twitter. So make sure you share it on Twitter and follow us at Gold State Times. I want to give a big thank you to Q Tetra X. Thank you so much for your support. And Q Tetra X says Trump 2020. Thank you, GST. WWG1WGA. I know what that means, but the censors here on YouTube are really tough. Sometimes even by saying something that's YouTube says, oh, it's a big no-no, you can get shut down. So we have to be very careful. And that's the reason why we want to move everything over to our website, folks. Completely uncensored on our website. But it's extremely difficult. And we try our very best to keep you guys informed on our website. But YouTube is tough, because sometimes everything happens all at once here on YouTube, and we have to be recording and covering and live streaming. So just note that we are trying our best to make sure you guys are completely informed. So I'll be back on the microphone in just a second to give shout outs. And it looks like, there you go, that's where President Trump is going to be delivering his speech. Presidential seal is on the podium. Presidential seal is on the podium. That's awesome. That's an awesome background. What do you guys think about this background, folks? What do you guys think about this background? Now, if you guys want me to play some music, let me know. If you guys want to just continue the background noise, then let me know before President Trump comes out. But we'll be giving shout outs in just a few in a few minutes. Hopefully before President Trump comes out. So make sure you share the live stream on Twitter. We'll give you guys a quick shout out. Make sure you share it on Facebook, Twitter. I want to give a big thank you to Tammy. Thank you so much, Tammy, for becoming a new member, believing in Golden State Times, and supporting the free press. Now, every single time you type in the chat, a Trump hat will come up next to your name to let everyone know that you are supporting the free press. All right, folks. So I want to give a big thank you and a welcome to Jenda. Thank you so much, Jenda, for your support, becoming a new member, believing in Golden State Times, and supporting the free press. Carl Erickson, thank you so much for becoming a new member, believing in Golden State Times, and supporting the free press. Now, anyone that becomes a member, don't forget, folks, you can use the custom emojis. All you have to do is just click the happy face right below where you type in the chat, and you'll see all of our custom emojis. We have the American flag emoji. We have President Trump emoji. We have President Trump's tweet emoji. We also have President Trump holding the American flag. President Trump getting ready to tweet. We have also the 2020 American flag emoji, the Make America Great Again emoji, and many others. We're going to be uploading a lot more very soon. It's just been very, very hectic, so we're getting everything ready to go. Thank you so much to Ben A1 for your support through Super Chat. And we also would like to welcome a new member. We got Ronald Dix, thank you so much for your support. Becoming a new member, believing in Golden State Times, and supporting the free press. Now, once again, new members, you can use the custom emojis. Click the happy face, and you'll see all the custom emojis that we have. Also, every single time you type in the chat or in the comment section of our videos, a Trump hat will come up next to your name to let everyone know that you are our sponsors. We do not get sponsored by huge corporations or big businesses or anything like that. We don't have those type of sponsors. We don't want those type of sponsors. We don't want to be told what to do. So we have viewers. We're funded partially by our viewers, which is all of our members. Becoming a member, you become a sponsor of the channel, and you help us continue these live coverages of events with President Trump. We want to give a big thank you to Louis. Thank you so much, Louis, for becoming a member, believing in Golden State Times, and supporting the free press. Also, Anne, thank you so much, Anne, for your support, becoming a new member, believing in Golden State Times, and supporting the free press. So now a Trump hat will come up next to you, next to your names, just to show everyone that you guys are supporting the free press. But once again, we do not get sponsored or anything like by huge corporations or by big businesses. We don't get any of those things. They don't even want to talk to us or nothing. So we get our sponsorships from viewers like you. So thank you so much. I would like to welcome and thank a new member. We got Ron L. Thank you so much for becoming a new member, believing in Golden State Times, and supporting the free press. All right, folks, so President Trump put out a tweet 15 minutes ago, and it says, I am giving consideration to quarantine of developing hotspots, including New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. A decision will be made one way or another shortly. So, once again, President Trump says, I am giving consideration to a quarantine of developing hotspots, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. A decision will be made one way or another very shortly. So who knows? What do you guys think? Is President Trump going to quarantine New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut as they are the new hotspots for the coronavirus? And what does this quarantine mean? It means nobody can travel into those states and nobody can travel out of those states. And we're talking about in car, plane, train, however you get there, you cannot go in and you cannot get out. I don't know if you guys seen the reports that people in Florida are looking for people with New York plates and they're forcing them to do a 14-day quarantine. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? That's actually pretty amazing. So let us know what you guys think about that. So we are ready to go, folks, and we're going to be giving out shout outs to everyone that is sharing the live stream on social media, especially on Twitter. Can't even think anymore, folks. So much. All right. So we want to give a big thank you to, let's see here. Kachina, I hope I said that right. Kachina, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. Romans 11:17 plus, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. Morgan Mayfair, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. Let's see, who else do we have on here, folks? If you would like to help out Golden State Times, the best way to do it is by sharing the live stream, folks. That's the best way to share the live stream, is by sharing it on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Gab, on Reddit. So if you would like to help out Golden State Times, all you have to do is share our live streams on Twitter, Facebook, social media, wherever you can. Thank you so much for your support.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Mr. President, for being here today as the United States naval ship Comfort prepares to set sail for New York. On behalf of the men and women of the Department of Defense, I want to thank you for your leadership during these difficult times. You should know, Mr. President, that the United States military is all in on this national emergency, and the great sailors and medical professionals of this tremendous hospital ship are eager to get underway and start their very important mission. As the nation aggressively responds to the coronavirus pandemic, the Department of Defense is focused on three priorities. First, protecting our service members, civilians, and their families. We are committed to taking all necessary measures to safeguard the well-being of our most important resource, our people. Second, remaining prepared to carry out our core national security missions and to defend the United States against any threat. And third, continuing to support President Trump's whole of government, whole of nation response to the coronavirus. For several weeks, the Department of Defense has been surging personnel, capabilities, and equipment to help slow the spread of the virus. Thousands of National Guard troops are mobilized across the country, conducting a variety of essential tasks ranging from planning to logistics to medical support. Active duty units are moving critical supplies and equipment and medical personnel to some of the nation's most heavily impacted areas. The department's world-class doctors and scientists are at the forefront of infectious disease research, working alongside our government and private sector efforts to accelerate a vaccine and therapeutics for this virus. And now, in this great time of need, the President has directed the deployment of our nation's most powerful symbols of medical care and compassion, the Navy's two hospital ships, the Mercy and the Comfort. Both ships have a tremendous history of humanitarian assistance and have provided care for people throughout the world. This exceptional legacy continues as they now take care of their fellow Americans. The skilled medical professionals who will set sail on the Comfort will play a critical role in freeing up capacity in hospital beds in the New York area. I'd like to thank them for their sacrifices and further commitment to the well-being of the American people. Finally, I'd like to thank President Trump for his bold leadership and support to the men and women of the United States Armed Forces. This is an unprecedented time for our nation, and your leadership, Mr. President, is uniting the American people to defeat this virus. I am confident we will get through this together. We will prevail. Thank you, and it is my great honor to now welcome the President of the United States and our Commander-in-Chief, President Donald Trump.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Mark, and you're doing a fantastic job. And Our country appreciates it very much. And thank you, everybody, for being here today. I'm deeply honored to be at Naval Station Norfolk, the largest naval base anywhere in the world, and the home to the most powerful fleet that has ever sailed the seas. I just passed some of the most beautiful and, frankly, the most highly lethal ships that I have ever seen in my life, and there are a lot of them. And they're in better shape now than they have been for many, many decades with what we're doing. We're grateful to be joined by Commander of the U.S. Fleet Forces, Admiral Christopher Grady, and Commander of the U.S. Second Fleet, Vice Admiral Woody Lewis. Thank you both for being here. We appreciate it very much. As we gather today, our country is at war with an invisible enemy. We are marshaling the full power of the American nation, economic, scientific, medical, and military, to vanquish the virus, and we will do that. Today, I'm here to express my profound gratitude to the dedicated service members who will soon be on the front lines of this fight. In a few moments, the crew of the Navy hospital ship USNS Comfort, which is really something, will embark for New York City, where they will join the ranks of tens of thousands of amazing doctors, nurses, and medical professionals who are battling to save American lives. This great ship behind me is a 70,000-ton message of hope and solidarity to the incredible people of New York, a place I know very well, a place I love. We're here for you, we're fighting for you, and we are with you all the way, and we always will be. You have the unwavering support of the entire nation, the entire government, and the entire American people. After being rushed out of maintenance with historic speed, it was supposed to be here for 4 weeks, and they did it in 4 days. The Comfort will arrive at Pier 90 in Manhattan on Monday, 3 weeks ahead of schedule. Its crew will begin treating patients on Tuesday. It will be met in New York Harbor by Governor Cuomo, who I just spoke with. He's very excited, and they need the help. The skilled sailors and civilian mariners aboard this ship will provide a critical surge capacity for the New York metropolitan area. Their mission will be to care for New Yorkers who do not have the virus but who require urgent care. In other words, they'll be using this. People will be coming out of hospitals who don't have the virus, and they'll be on the ship where they have great operating rooms and great facilities, and the places inbound on land will be where people that have the virus will be. So the people with the virus will not be on ship. The ship will be used for people having operations and other things other than that. By serving these emergency patients away from the hospitals, beds will be opened up all over the city for those who are infected. This ship can handle a lot of people, so it will open capacity all over the city. And it'll be ready to address any life-threatening medical emergency. It is stocked. It's stocked to the brim with equipment and medicines and everything you can think of. Importantly, by treating non-infected patients remotely on the ship, it will help to halt very strongly the transmission of the virus. The Comfort sister ship on the West Coast, the USNS Mercy, arrived ahead of schedule substantially in port yesterday. Governor Gavin Newsom was very thankful for it. They're working very hard in California. It's performing a similar mission for the people of Los Angeles and the people of California. As the USNS Comfort gets underway, it is fully loaded with 12 operating rooms, and they are fully equipped. 1,000 hospital beds, a medical laboratory, a pharmacy, an optometry lab, digital radiology, a CAT scan, 2 oxygen-producing plants, and a helicopter deck, which will be used very actively. It also bears our military's greatest weapon of all, a crew of nearly 1,200 outstanding members of the United States Navy, and I thank them very much. Among the sailors departing today are some of the finest doctors, nurses, technicians, orderlies, and medical staff anywhere in the world. These are true professionals, and no one performs better under pressure when lives are on the line. These are incredible people. We will stop at nothing to protect the health of New Yorkers and the health of the people of our country in their hour of need. I also want to remind everyone about the CDC's latest guidance. If you are from the New York metropolitan area and you travel elsewhere, we need you to self-quarantine for 14 days to help us contain the spread of the virus. And I am now considering, and we'll make a decision very quickly, very shortly, a quarantine, because it's such a hot area, of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. We'll be announcing that one way or the other fairly soon. This does not apply to people such as truckers from outside the New York area who are making deliveries or simply transiting through. It won't affect trade in any way. The Army Corps of Engineers and FEMA are racing to build temporary hospitals, which are now completed, by the way, in record time. 4 hospitals, 4 medical centers. And in speaking with the governor this morning, we're giving them an additional 4 large tents, which they need very badly. And the emergency medical stations in New York are top of the line. You have them in not only New York, but in California and Illinois. We'll be adding some to other states also. I've empowered our nation's governors with the resources to call up the National Guard and authorize the activation of ready reserves. 2 big words, ready reserves. FEMA has shipped or delivered 11.6 million N95 respirators, 26 million surgical masks, 5.2 million face shields, and a lot are being made of all of the things I just named right now. We have millions and millions of new medical items being made as we speak and purchased. 4.3 million surgical gowns, 22 million gloves, and 8,100 ventilators. We have moved rapidly to mobilize every instrument of American power. This week I invoked the Defense Production Act to compel General Motors to carry out federal contracts for ventilators, and I think they're going to do a great job. I have to say that. We're also working with the major ventilator companies in the United States, all big-name companies, all companies that do ventilators, so they won't need extra time, and they're gearing up, and they'll be working 24 hours around the clock, and they have been. They've been doing a fantastic job to accomplish a historic ramp-up, and a ramp-up in the kind of numbers that we're talking about. And if we make too many, that's going to be okay, because I spoke with the Prime Minister of the UK yesterday, Boris Johnson. He tested, as you know, positive. And before I even was able to get a word out of him, he said, I said, how are you doing? He said, we need ventilators. The UK needs ventilators. A lot of countries need ventilators badly. It's a tough thing to make. It's a very complicated and expensive piece of equipment. I would say more so than a car. You're talking about expensive, complicated equipment. So I hope we soon will have enough that we can help other countries with ventilators. A lot of countries need them. In the next 100 days, America will make or acquire 3 times more ventilators than we do in an entire year. We are so geared up. At Boeing, Ford, Honeywell, 3M, Haynes, and other great American companies, factory floors and manufacturing lines are being converted to produce the respirators, protective masks, face shields, and other vital equipment. And those companies have been amazing. And Boeing is giving us their cargo moving planes. They're the biggest cargo movers anywhere in the world, and we're going to be using them to ship certain types of equipment to various states. Hundreds of millions of Americans are also making tremendous sacrifices on the home front in a historic drive to support our great workers and businesses. I signed into law the single largest economic relief package in American history. You saw that yesterday. The 2.2 trillion, and think of that, 2.2 trillion, but it goes to 6.2 trillion depending on what we decide. This legislation delivers job retention loans for small businesses to help them keep workers on payroll, expanded unemployment benefits, and direct cash payments to American citizens. And these are very substantial payments. A family of 4 will be getting approximately $3,400. This legislation also provides massive increases in funding for hospitals who need it, for disaster relief fund, and critical life-saving medical supplies. We're spending a tremendous amount of money on medical supplies. We're trying to get it to the point needed directly as opposed to our supply lines, so it can go directly to where they need it without having to go through a long process. I don't want to say bureaucratic, but we have not. This group of people has worked so incredibly hard, and the energy and the speed with which they're delivering everything has been really admired by everybody. Everybody's talking about it, the job they're doing. My administration has also taken action to suspend federal student loan payments. So we're suspending, and that means suspending in every sense of the word, student loan payments so that the students that are not able to take advantage of what's going on, obviously, for obvious reasons, the payments suspended. We've temporarily stopped federal evictions and foreclosures. We've postponed tax day until July, which is a big thing, first time that's happened, and waived regulations to speed new treatments to the market. And we have new treatments coming on rapidly. We're doing very well, we think, with vaccines, and we're doing very, very well with hopefully or potentially cures. We're looking at a lot of different alternatives, a lot of different medicines. That would be game changer. The battle in which we're now engaged has inflicted many hardships on our nation and our families, tremendous hardship on some families, and much death, much death. But through it all, the world has witnessed the unyielding resolve of our incredible American people. We are not only a country of vast resources, we're a nation of colossal strength, towering spirit, soaring patriotism, and exceptional character, and you're showing it to the entire world. At this moment, there are 151 countries throughout the world that are under attack by this horrible, invisible enemy. 151 countries. And we're in touch with a lot of them. Our professionals are the best in the world. But who would ever think 151 countries are under attack? We are one family bound together by love and loyalty, the eternal traits so perfectly embodied by the extraordinary men and women aboard the ship and the men and women at this beautiful, scenic, but really tough base. This base is something, thank you very much, this base is something very, very special. With the courage of our doctors and nurses, with the skill of our scientists and innovators, with the determination of the American people, and with the grace of God, we will win this war, and we will win this war quickly with as little death as possible. And when we achieve our victory, this victory, your victory, we will emerge stronger and more united than ever before. We are going to be at a level of preparedness in case something like this should ever happen again, and God willing it won't. But we are prepared. What we've done in building systems, we're now the #1 tester anywhere in the world by far. We're testing more in one day than other countries are testing in weeks and months. We've learned a lot, and I cannot be more thankful to the American people, and I can say this, and I can say this from the bottom of my heart. I am very proud to be your president. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, folks, thank you so much for joining us and choosing us as your stream of choice. President Trump delivering a speech as the USNS Comfort heads to New York as it's set to dock at Dock 90. And they're going to be there on Monday. So we're going to have footage of that when they arrive in New York. If you guys liked our coverage, make sure you subscribe and you click the notification bell if you are new. If you missed the president's speech at any point, it's already uploaded onto the channel. So make sure that you go and check it out, give it a thumbs up, and share it on social media. All we ask for, folks, is if you can please share the live stream the videos and live streams on social media. That's all we ask for here at Golden State Times. We don't ask for anything else. I'm going to be putting the link to the video in case you missed it onto the chat. And even if you didn't miss it, we encourage you that you still go over there and you give it a thumbs up, you share it on social media, and you let people know. That's all we ask. That's pretty much it, folks. So if you can head over to the video, give it a thumbs up and share it on social media, you have done more than enough in helping us here at Golden State Times. It's 100% free, 100% hassle-free, and the impact of it is immense, believe it or not, because someone could be looking on search. They could put comfort or Trump's speech at comfort or any of the keywords that are in the title of the video, and your tweet, your post will come up on search. And then people find the video. So if you want to help out a patriot find the video, then make sure you share it on Twitter, Facebook, Gab, Reddit, wherever you can. That way, you just helped out a patriot find the truth. You just helped out a patriot find the video so they can watch it for themselves, so they won't have to rely on the mainstream media to see it. The mainstream media is not going to put the whole thing on. The mainstream media, what they're going to do is they're going to cut clips and bits of it and then just show you whatever they want you to see. That's it. People need to see it for themselves. Thank you so much to 18 Lucky. Thank you so much for your support through Super Chat. Also, thank you so much for Freedom USA. Thank you so much for supporting us through Super Chat with one of the emoji Super Chats saying you are amazing. Well, thank you so much for your support and the kind words. So once again, folks, if you guys missed it at any point, it's already uploaded onto the channel. I'm going to be putting the link to it in the chat. And look at the last letter of the link to that video. Look at the last letter, folks. If that's not a signal, I don't know what is. Look at the link of that video that I'm putting into the chat. And I want to give a big thank you to LK Dark to Light for your support through Super Chat. Thank you so much, LK Dark to Light, for your support. A big shout out. But yeah, folks, check it out. Look at the last letter of the link that I am putting in the chat. Once you click on it, you'll be able to see the link at the top. Look at the last letter and let us know what it is. Let us know in the chat what is the last letter of the link that I am putting in the chat. I don't know. Coincidence? Who knows? All right, folks, have a good rest of your day. If there is going to be a press briefing at the White House, we will announce it on Twitter. So make sure you follow us on Twitter at Gold State Times. Once again, follow us on Twitter at Gold State Times. As of right now, there's nothing scheduled for a press briefing, but that could change at any time. So make sure you follow us on Twitter at Gold, not Golden, at Gold State Times on Twitter. Make sure you follow us, and we hope to see you guys here very soon in case there is a press briefing later on today.